Hello everyone. Happy Friday. It is Friday, May 31st, 2024. Welcome back to my channel and Friday Live. So good to see you guys here today. Hope everybody has had a wonderful week, has had lots of crafting time. We're going to get my crafty apron on so I don't make a mess of my clothes today. Hello. Hi Heidi and Randy from Norway. Awesome. Hi Christy. Amy is here from Hawaii. Hi Koi. Hi Nikki. Hi Donna. And Jen. So good to see everybody. So happy Friday, as I said. Today we're going to have some fun with brand new My Favorite Things products, but I'm going to mix and match with some Lawn Fawn stencils to create stenciled background scene cards, which is one of my favorite things to do, is to create scene cards. And I've heard from a lot of you more scene cards, so I thought this was a great opportunity to do so. Oh, hello Marlene from Belgium. A couple of notes. First thing, down in the description, I have the code because I can't remember exactly what it is right now. Simon Says Stamp has 15% off site-wide through, must be Sunday. Yes, Sunday at midnight Eastern. So if there's anything you need from Simon Says Stamp, check that out. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Chrislyn. Hi, Patricia and Susan. So that is a really good deal. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I have. Any other notes? I don't think so. I think that's about it. Hi, Natasha. So we're going to do two completely different cards today. However long it takes. You guys have seemed to like that. If you have to check out, that's totally fine. You can always come back and watch it later. You can watch it on fast forward or whatever the case may be. Yay, being home with a new baby means catching lives again. And congratulations, Jennifer, on the new baby. Hi, Shari. Hi, Lisa and Debbie. Steamy Florida, Terry says. Yikes. Yes, it's kind of overcast and dreary here today, which is funny, but it's kind of humid, so you know, that's the trade-off, I suppose. So I'm going to flip my camera around. We're going to talk about what products we're using today, and then we're just going to dive right in. We're going to craft and chat, and I'm looking forward to catching up with all of you guys today. So, all right. I do have my backgrounds already pre-done, but we're going to make them again. You know, I always like to try and test them out ahead of time. So let's talk about backgrounds first, real quick. We're going to use the Sunset Beach set from Lawn Fawn, but I'm only using one of the stencils. Here, let me show the other one. I set it over here off to the side. The other one is awesome. It has palm trees. I just opted not to use those for mine today. So that's what we're going to do for one of these. And the other one, let's see. Hi, Linda. Hi, Jerry. Hi, Cynthia. Yay, she got to catch a live. The other one is a nighttime scene card with a moon. And this set is also Lawn Fawn. So this is called the Nighttime Stencil. Just two completely different backgrounds. And the reason I picked these is because we're going to be using these two new stamp sets from My Favorite Things. I need to zoom out. So the first one, well, there we go. It didn't want to zoom out. This is called Twinkle, Twinkle, and it's just these darling, sweet little bears. Perfect for a little nighttime scene card. We're going to use this image right here. I don't know if we'll use any of the others or not. We'll kind of see when we get to that point. Oh, Donna just bought those stencils. Yay! Rachel says she just woke up from a nap. That's awesome. Hi, Denise. Let's see. Oh, hello from the Netherlands. Awesome. Welcome. Okay, so that's our nighttime scene card. Now, I meant to grab a photo off like the internet and I forgot. So if anybody is a fan of the movie Madagascar, I mean, it's really old. My kids loved it when they were little. We still love it. When I saw this stamp set, you guys tell me, this is called the Hula Hippos, but my kids, we were all giggling. We're like, Moto Moto. If you have seen it and you know the hippos from that, I can't remember if it's Madagascar 1 or 2, we laughed about this a lot. But I just thought these little hula hippos were so cute. So that's going to be built on our beachy scene. Hi, Nancy. Oh, yay, Athena gets to catch a live too, and grateful for replays. Well, Athena, I am grateful you watched the replay. Thank you so much. And again, replay crew, I love you guys. Thank you for watching the replays. I appreciate it so very much. Love that hula dancing hippo. Me too. Me too. So that is what we're going to be using. Let's go ahead. I did stamp my images, so we'll just move that out of the way because we are going to work on building our backgrounds first. And I talk about this all the time, so I'm a broken record, but I like to do my backgrounds so that can be drying if there's any dry time at all while I'm doing coloring and working on other things. Seems kind of big. I don't think it is though. I'm going to start with a bigger background than I'm going to end up needing. I will be trimming all of mine down to 4.5 or 4.25, pardon me, by 5.5. But I am not going to do that yet. I like to start with a little bit bigger background just in case. And we're going to mask off. Not quite at the half point, like right above the half point. And I'm just going to use Post-it tape for that. Hello, Darcel. All right. Now, where's my rag at? Both of these backgrounds feature tons of inking and ink blending. And I'm going to put this right here to kind of keep us motivated for what it's going to look like or hopefully look like. We're going to start with a little Mermaid Lagoon Distress Oxide ink. Hi, Carolyn. And I'm going to start with this first to build my water. And I'm going to go in with a pretty light hand and we're just going to ink and we can chat. Hi, Michelle. Yes, happy Friday, everybody. Does anyone have some fun weekend plans? It's been a weird week here, at least for us in the US. I mean, it may not be for everybody else, but for me, like Tuesday was the Mondayest Tuesday ever is what I said. And I've just been a little off all week because of the holiday on Monday. Oh yeah, Nancy, aren't these cute? And now we're going to build a little bit of sand. It takes a bit to get to that final product, and we're going to use antique linen for this. Margot, you didn't. I just got started creating the card. There's a little bit of goop there, but hopefully we can just hide that. So I'm going to do the antique linen kind of up here into the water. We want it to be just kind of a nice transition. Just building our scene. Down along the bottom edge, I'll go a little bit harder. It feels like Saturday to me, Beth said. Exactly. I've been messed up all week. Not Saturday. It actually feels like Thursday to me. Like Tuesday was Monday. You know what I mean. In fact, today is our trash day, and I was reminding my son last night to take out the trash, and he's like, no, it's not. It's only Wednesday. And I'm like, no, it's not. Fort Collins, Colorado, beautiful day in the high 70s. Linda, it sounds like your weather's about the same as it is here. All right. Then I'm going to go back to my blue. Just go a little harder right along that horizon line. We're going to take a little gathered twigs now. And we're just going to go around the edge a little bit here and deepen and darken. Shari's been on vacation, so she doesn't know what day it is at all anymore. I feel that. And I'm going to pull that brown just up the side a little bit. Oops, that was kind of not the best blending job. Just going to kind of keep going over things until we have it looking like we like. All right, we're going to take our stencil now. And we are going to take the little like highlight here from our sun hitting the water. And you can mask off these things if you want to. I tend to not. I'm just using my stamp wheel as my gripper here to hold everything down nice in place. Yeah, Shari's about to leave again, so she said she's going to be confused for a while. That is true. And we're going to use a little mustard seed for this. And I'm just going to go in kind of careful. Like I said, I didn't even use, you can use some tape or Post-its or whatever to kind of mask off, but I don't think I need to. And after I do that yellow, I am going to go kind of along these edges with some more of that gathered twigs. Just kind of, I don't know if this is the right term, muddying it up a little bit. Let's see how this looks. I love this stencil. Okay, and the great thing is we can always line it back up if we need to change anything. So I am going to take my brown blending brush here, or my blue, I think I wanted to. I'm just going to kind of go in just a little bit over the top. My goal here is I should have 4 backgrounds when I'm done, so I can make 2 more cards later. All right, I'm going to peel that up, and we're just going to switch it like so. And I'm going to go back with my stencil now, and I'm just going to eyeball it and center it here. And I'm going to use that same mustard seed, and I'm going to go use a really, you know, heavy hand applying that. All right, now we're going to use that same Mermaid Lagoon. Let me grab the colors I'm going to use. And we're also going to use some Uncharted Mariner to build the sky. So I'm not even going to ink up my blending brush yet. We're just going to go in and do a nice all over of whatever is left here on our blending brush. Kind of give us a base to work off of. And don't worry about getting some on the sunshine. That's what I want, because I want it to kind of look like the sun going down. The sky is getting dark, getting ready to go to a hula. Go to watch the hula dancers on the beach. That's the story. Okay. Now we're going to take a little Uncharted Mariner. I'm going to just use my same brush. And we're going to just start going in with this. All the way around those edges. And I'm purposely going to go over my sunshine. So I like to do, when I re-ink my blending brush, I want to go around the edges. And then I will pull that color into the sunshine area. So just going around. And I'm actually just going to go all over it. There we go. Just like so. Ink blending is so relaxing, isn't it? All right. I do want it to be a little out. I want it to kind of have a glowy look, so I'm not re-inking my brush. I am just going to kind of pull a little bit of that color beyond the sun. I like doing the sun or even the moon first. You're going to see that in the other one because I feel like it gives me good placement and then I can go back over it. This is all Oxide, Shelly. And they are all listed down in the description. But you could definitely do these with regular Distress ink as well. So now I'm going to take some gathered twigs. And I'm going to, a lot of times I'll use black soot, but for this I really felt like the browns were more what I wanted for the look. And I'm going right along this horizon line with that gathered twigs and just kind of building the color. I'm also going to go around the edges of the top of my panel. And then, if you think oh, the stencil, Sherry, is made by Fawn and it is listed in the description. I'm going to go back over the sun with my stencil and my blending brush just to kind of add a little bit more color since I went pretty heavy with my blues and things. Okay, we're just going to pull this off and see how it's looking. It looks pretty good. Now, I am going to just go over the blue area here a little bit and soften this. And I'm not worried about my edges at all because I am going to trim this down. That looks pretty good. I do think, I wish I would have gone a little bit more with brown. So I'm just going to go in with a little bit more gathered twigs here. I think that's what I did for my sample and I like that. And that looks amazing. Hello, Suki, Scrap, and Fox. Okay, now before we move on to the other background, I'm going to take some black soot and we are going to stencil some, whoops, some of the little seagulls here in the sky. So I'm going to be careful and I'm just going to use the tip of my blending brush. We'll do a couple there and then we're going to do the third one over here. And that is it. Oh, yay, Tabitha, how fun. And there we go. So I'm going to set this aside for a minute. We'll set the example aside too. And let's clean up our ink so we don't accidentally transfer. And let's work on our nighttime scene. For this one, we're going to be using that nighttime stencil from, this is also from Fawn. And I'll grab my base. Let's grab the colors we're going to use for this. Now I opted for this one not to do a yellow moon. So here is the example. I am going to do kind of a blue glowy moon with a blue, purple, and black background. So we'll just put that one kind of there. Hopefully this is dry. And we're going to pop our background down here. And just like we did for the tropical background, we're going to start with our moon first. Thank you, Linda. And for this, we're going to start with a little bit of speckled egg. Let me get some of this darker blue ink off of my brush. I do use separate brushes for oxides. I kind of just remember for myself, my waffle flower brushes have been my oxide brushes for years, so that's how I know that. Hello, Kelly. Hi, thank you, Tabitha. So this is going to be some speckled egg, And we're going to go ahead and load up our brush with this, and we're going to mark out our moon first. And I'm just going to go in and make sure I have a really good base here. This probably has some of that dark color on it, but that's okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and we're going to set our stencil aside for a minute. And I am going to go all over my panel with that same speckled egg. Kind of, it's almost like prepping the cardstock to accept more ink because we want this to go pretty dark. So I'm just going all over, and I'm making sure that that pretty light blue is all the way around the moon because that's what's going to give it kind of that glowy look. This is also a perfect background for Halloween, but I thought it would be super sweet for the little bear as well. And then we're going to take some Uncharted Mariner. Liz says she needs to break out her Oxide. She hasn't used them in a while. They are fun. I hadn't really either, so it was a nice opportunity to play. And we're just going to build up this whole background with Uncharted Mariner, avoiding the moon as much as possible. So just kind of going around it, working to deepen and darken. Now there is a mask. I should have mentioned that. If you really don't want it to have any other color get on top, there is a mask that you can use. But my whole goal today was to kind of do a no masking, except for that little post-it, I guess. And just show how you can get a beautiful blended scene without having to mask anything off. Thank you, Jules. And after I have a nice all over coverage of the Uncharted Mariner, I'm going to go even kind of harder with my brush, trying to get as much ink as possible off. Then our unexpected color, Seedless Preserves. And we're just going to start with a light hand, and we're basically going to go all over everything but the moon with our Seedless Preserves. And I'm starting with a light hand again. You can get a little heavier if you want to. The purple will mostly be a nice little undertone. Oops, that kind of got on there. That's okay. Nancy uses her oxides more than any other ink. Yes. Oh, thank you, Anne-Marie. And then I'm just going to kind of go in and really push that Seedless Preserves color all over. This was a lot of building. Both of these backgrounds really are a lot of building of color. And then before we do the black soot, which is always the magic color to me, we're going to go back with Uncharted Mariner and really just hit it again, hopefully filling in any of those kind of white areas since we did start with a white cardstock background. But you're not going to lose the purple at all. You'll still see that through there, and it just gives it such a magical look. I love it. Perfect for this card. Oxides are my absolute favorite, Kelly says. Yay! Hi, Liz. Jen says she's been making a lot of backgrounds lately. Backgrounds are so fun. I find this super relaxing. So even if you don't know what you want to put on it, grab some favorite backgrounds and just have some fun. So black soot next, and we're going to go all the way around the edges. And that gives it that perfect nighttime sky. I don't want to cover up all the color. I just kind of want to emphasize it. So just really mostly around the edges on that. All right, I am going to take my blue here and just add a little color to that little pretty moonish glow. We're going to go back to our stencil now, and there's layering for our stencil. I'm going to move that down just a minute. Maybe. Right there. No, I was right the first time. Let's just do that. And I'm going to use speckled egg. Oh, how fun, Sandy. That sounds amazing. Oh, Nancy, that's fun. And Larissa, you can always use regular distress ink, or you can totally use any other kind of ink that you like for ink blending. So I'm going to use speckled egg to add the detail on my moon. And without re-inking my purple blending brush, I'm also going to add just a little bit of that on top too for the moon detail. Perfect. That's so pretty. Now, there's clouds on the stencil, and I want to use those, but I don't want to get any ink contamination, so I'm just going to use a wet wipe to wipe that off real fast. And actually, probably before I do any of my inking here with the white, I'm going to clean my mat again just to remove any color. Yeah, Larissa uses a regular. That's awesome. Now I want to use some white pigment ink for this next step. So I'm going to use my Simon Says Stamp white pigment ink, but because I don't want my distress ink, distress oxide ink, anything like that is going to pick up with your tool. So I'm just going to use an acrylic block for my palette, and I'm going to press some of that white pigment ink onto that to use for my my little paint palette or whatever, my pouncer palette, I guess, because we're going to use the Picket Fence pouncer. Oh, Bonnie, thank you. And we're going to go all over with these 3 cloud images. And again, I didn't mask anything. So start wherever you like here and just pick up a little bit of that white ink with your pouncer. And you can use a pretty light hand. You're still going to see these clouds perfectly. I really kind of love I don't always love when all the stencils or all the shapes are on one stencil, but this works really well. And we just want to kind of keep adding all over our background. And I like the pouncer for this as opposed to a blending brush, but you can see how it picks up that color. So this is why I always just make myself a little palette, and that way I don't have to worry at all that I'll contaminate my ink pad. And I do this really quick. I want some to be hanging off the edges, like so. That looks really good. I like it. I love the paper pouncers, especially with finicky stencils. Absolutely, Anne-Marie. They are perfect for anything that you don't want to do a rubbing type of motion. And I'll be honest, probably would work really great for this part of the beach stencil, because all of these little pieces tend to pop up with the blending brush with that motion, that round motion. So if you can pounce on the color, I probably should have tried that, but I didn't. I need some pouncers in my life. Yes, Shari, you do. How do you clean the pouncers after? I don't. This one I actually save for backgrounds with my white pigment ink. You could run it under some water, I suppose, but I haven't cleaned mine. No, that one is my pouncer for this specific kind of technique. They do come in a 3-pack, so I have others. I just don't tend to use them. Okay, finally, we want some little sparkly stars. Oh, thanks, Kelly. Neenah says better late than ever. Marlene likes the clouds. Thank you. Yes. Oh, good, Margot. Yeah, definitely, because the ink block is so easy, and I just wiped it clean later. This one is cloudy. I cleaned it with something at one point a long time ago. It's great for a palette because it's not super clear anymore. I damaged it with some kind of cleaner. It's fine. So this is some Hero paste. This is the white pearl, and I love this color. Because it's obviously a little shiny. I wanted it to be white. You can use any paste you love. And what I want to do is I want to use a tiny, tiny bit of paste. Let's put it here. And I'm using this palette knife because it has a nice tiny tip. And I'm going to carefully add some little stars all over. And you'll notice I'm holding it the way I am because I don't really want to wait for everything to dry before putting it back down. This paste does dry pretty quickly, but I'm using it, I'm just kind of doing the quick way. And I want to add little sparkly stars all over my nighttime sky. Oh, thank you, Sophie. I have heard water makes them blow up. The pouncers? I don't know. I've never cleaned it, so I don't know. I hope that's what we were talking about. Just going to continue to add my little stars. We'll add a few right there. And maybe right here too. Like that. That looks pretty good. I think I'm happy with that. So just a few little stars, and of course they are going to have that nice raised finish. So I'm going to just clean up my tools here really quick. Thanks, Liz. Hi, Larissa. Have to get both of those stencils. Yes, they're such good ones. And for so many different scenes. Not just obviously what I'm doing today. They just work for everything. I love versatile scenes. I kind of love coming on Fridays and being able to like do a mix and match kind of video. That's my favorite. Mix and match is my jam. Where we mix and match manufacturers, companies, all of that good stuff. So I'm just going to do a quick clean since I didn't do a huge pasty project today. We'll clean up everything up real fast. Normally I dip this in water, but that's okay. Not today. All right. We're going to stick those stencils out of the way. Yeah, I don't clean my pouncers. I don't really clean. So here's this isn't popular probably either. I don't clean these either. Look at them. You can tell I don't. I just wipe them off and go. So here are our two backgrounds. Here's the two backgrounds we just made on camera. And I can trim these down a little bit later. I'm just going to set these aside to dry. This one obviously has paste, so it needs to dry. This one, just the inks need to completely dry. And I'll trim these down and make 2 additional cards. So I did already trim these to 4 1/4 by 5.5 inches. Oh, good. Jen loves that I mix and match. Linda says just rub or pounce these on a paper towel. Yeah, I just kind of pounce them off. But like I said, this is my one I use for white pigment ink. I have two others that I've never even used. I guess I could. But I just kind of blot it. I don't even think any blue is coming off. It's not even, see, the blue that it's picked up didn't even come off on my paper. So I just use this one over and over for my white pigment. All right. Night and day. Margot, yeah, I kind of didn't even put that together that I created a night and day, but you're right, I did. That's funny. Okay, so we're going to set these aside. And I did already pre-stamp my images that I think I want to use. We may need more, but maybe not. So we're going to start coloring. Let me grab my markers. I have to do a little tidying. Too many things. In love with these. Thank you, Kelly. And Larissa says she loves the purple in the night scene. Thank you. I thought it was kind of a fun, unexpected color. All right, let's start with our cute little bear here. And we're going to start giving him a little color. There we go. The images are super cute. Yes, I used the other white ones for Versamark Clear for embossing, Debbie says. Oh, that's a great idea, Debbie. So I'm going to go down with my dark color today. While I'm coloring, tell me what you're working on. If you have a crafty project or card or other crafty endeavor you're doing today, let me know down in the comments what you are in the chat, I guess, not the comments, what you guys are doing. And yes, the comments for replay crew. Kelly, isn't this the cutest image? This was my favorite image. So of course I built the background for this in particular. I knew which images I wanted to use from each. So I definitely geared my backgrounds for them. But I just thought he was the cutest little thing ever. We're just going to go with our dark color a little bit. And then we're going to go with a little bit lighter. And the bear roping the moon. I know, I just think he's the cutest little thing. Super fun. We're just going to blend him out. Kind of meant to keep the tummy area lighter, so I'm going to blend that quite a bit more. We're going to try to fix what I did. The great thing about alcohol ink markers is generally you can go over and fix it. Working on beach themed birthday cards, making cards, Mandy said. Still playing with the Spellbinders Weekender. Oh, Sandy, that's so fun. It's so good. I am too. I'm actually making some stuff this afternoon, and I'm filming something this afternoon after my live. So yay. Diligently working on Lawn Fawn. Yay. So many tiny bits. Oh, took a nap. That's nice. I wish. No naps. No nap today. So that does lead me to my next thing. I was going to mention this later. Let me zoom in for coloring. I have to do the little zoom in and zoom out. There we go. I think that'll be better. I will be gone next week, so there won't be a live next Friday. I didn't schedule it. I've scheduled through June, so you may notice that. I will be on vacation, so I am so glad. It is time. Going on a girls' weekend. I am super, super excited. Oh, he's so cute. I just love him so much. Love, love, love this little bear. Oh, how fun, Debbie. That game on set is perfect for boy gamers. Yes. So I'm going to go back in with my darker 2 colors. And we're just going to add a little detail, a little bit with the dark, and then we'll do a little bit with the light too. Yay for vacay. Aw, thanks, Larissa. Shari, I don't want to go live while we're at the lake. Shari, you be quiet. Does everyone want Shari to go live? I mean, I would be happy to moderate for her. Since she's volunteering me to go live, we could have Shari do it. No live, but I do have some really fun things I filmed for you guys that I'm excited to share. So stay tuned. I've been working on a lot of stuff behind the scenes here. A lot of stuff behind the scenes. Nancy says vacation. What's a vacation, right? I don't know. Absolutely not, Shari. Yeah, I think Lori's going to say absolutely not too. We're going to do a little light pink here at the bottom of the feet and the inside of the ears. And let's do a little cheek here. Good news is I'll only be gone one Friday, but I still have video for you. Nancy says go live together. You know, I think no. I'm not going to speak for everybody. I don't know that we'll have anything to make. Oh, wonderful, Lillian. That's exciting. You think we should do a quick live? I don't think we're going to have any paper crafting stuff with us, you guys. Well, I'm not. I'm taking a little break. We're going to go ahead and color the rope basically with these same colors I used for the bear, mostly using the darkest color, pardon me. I'm using 4.6 and 4.4, and also the other color I used for the bear is 4.1, I believe. Yes. So now we're going to do the sun. Sun. How about star? Oh my goodness. Do you have a recommendation for someone just starting with alcohol markers? Like for what colors or what to buy? I personally love the Olos, and I would start with a few and just build your collection. You need less than what you think most of the time. And practice, practice, practice. I think most people get frustrated, but it's just like anything, and it takes a lot. Not a lot, but it takes some practice to build your skill. thanks, Margot. I love them. Well, I do have the benefit that my good friend works for the company that sells them. And so I got to try them out and see what I thought. And I'll be honest, I'm not usually one to just kind of jump ship, but I love them. I was having a lot of trouble with my Copics because she did not try to sell them to me either. But I was having some trouble with them. I'd had Copics for a long time. And yeah, I really, really love them. Heidi, what kind of crafts? Paper crafting crafts? I gotta be honest, paper crafting, there is not basics to pack. I feel like I pack my whole craft room when I go. Does anyone else feel that way? If you go somewhere for a lot of paper crafting retreats, I find it very hard to pack just a few things because I always think, well, I might need this. I might need this. I am not good at packing for paper crafting retreats. In fact, I have quit. I haven't gone on a paper crafting retreat in a while, mostly because of that. If anyone has good recommendations for a basic kind of kit, let me know. Okay, for my star, I used YO 2.2 and 2.5, and I really feel like that's all that one needs. That's just perfect. Super simple paper. Yeah, I'm not going to have a good suggestion for that. I pack my whole room and then I regret it the entire time. When I get home. Yeah, my car's not that large. Exactly. I'm going to go ahead and do my little tiki torches, I think, while we have our yellows out, because we're going to use these same colors. Just going to go all over. Carolyn packs her whole room. See, that's what I want to know. Does anyone have a good, like, you know, here is a tip. I'm never good at doing this, but if you can like have things pre-stamped like this, pre-die cut, and maybe just put in those great zippered pouches from like Simon Says Stamp by project, you could throw in your marker colors if you're going to color, or your ink pads, stencils if you're going to do more of stenciling. Put those in those bags individually, and you could probably pack a little tote bag with that, and then have your basic toolkit, scissors, glue, trimmer, a black stamp pad probably. Kind of figure out your basic kit, what you use for, you know, all of the time. Have that in a little bag, and I bet you could do a tote bag and you could work on little individual parts and pieces. Sophie says die cut as much as possible. Shari says stamp out a bunch of images and take markers and color, and then you can craft with them later. Mindy, I'm using Neenah 110-pound weight. I mentioned this. I'm trying to think if I mentioned this. I feel like I did, but I might not have, in another video. I tried using Express It, which definitely is like the called for cardstock for most alcohol ink markers. I don't like it. I tried. I shouldn't say I don't like it. I am not as comfortable with it. The more I've worked with Olos, the more I feel comfortable going back to this. This is just the paper I like. Oh, Athena, I'm so excited for you. That's awesome. Okay, I'm going to use a little bit of O now for the little flame coming out in the center of my little tiki torch here. And I think we're going to go back to our browns. I kind of forgot I should probably color this part too, since it's for the other card. Lots of stamps in little boxes is what Creative Mirth says. So when she travels, that's what she does as well. I think the more that you can kind of have pre-prepped, the more success you'll have. I am always just really bad at it. But I've seen people who do such a good job. Lisa, you and me, I'm not that organized. Aisha says, oh, cute images. Now I have to get them. Aren't they adorable? I just love these. Did anybody know my reference from Madagascar earlier? The hippo just reminds me of... Maybe it's just me and my kids. They all laughed. And they all said lines from the movie when they saw these images. Looking for... Betsy says, question, looking for a stencil that has 4 separate small patterns. I don't know one off the top of my head, Betsy. Let me think about that. So kind of a basics stencil. I don't know if I know of one single stencil like that. Does anybody else? Holler in the chat if you know of stencil that kind of has the basics like dots, stars, hearts, stripes. I know there's been stamp sets and maybe a stencil in the past. I don't know if it's like a quadrant necessarily. I know, I think I only have individual stencils like that. I think. Good movie, Sophie said. Yes, Nikki said. Thank goodness. I hope I wasn't just out here by myself. Larissa, are you saying Paper Tray Ink has one like that? That stencil that has like the quadrants? That would be awesome. Okay, I need to figure out my colors for my hippo. I kind of want to use these blue violets. Let me see if I think these are going to work. We can darken it with a little bit of gray for the gift box die. Debbie, I feel like Simon Says Stamp has one too. Oh, the toucan does remind me of the Lion King, Minty. You're right. I have been singing You've Got to Move It since I saw those hippos. Sandy, thank you. This makes me feel better. So, what is the saying? Because Ethan said it to me. With the stamp set, the hippos, when he's coming on to the female hippo, and he says his name is Moto Moto, name's so nice, I've got to say it twice. Ethan keeps saying that. And I said to Peyton, I felt like the stamp set was missing, my daughter is Peyton, that the stamp set was missing a greeting, and she goes, I think girl you huge wouldn't go over well as a greeting. These are the things that my kids and I think are funny. And I don't know. I just saw this hippo stamp set, and the first thing I thought was of Madagascar, and then that's the one I requested because I thought it was cute and funny. Okay, that's my little intermission. So I think we're going to try our hippo with some blue violets. Just a little bit of dark. I kind of love doing the blue violet in lieu of a gray sometimes. Vivian, right? I haven't watched Madagascar in years, but that's exactly what we were thinking. That's where my mind goes. Now you guys know. We're just going to draw in a little bit with my blue violet 4.7 is what I'm using. And I wasn't exactly sure my colors as normal for these Friday lives, so when the video's over, I will update my video description with exactly the colors I used. Oh yeah, like from Fantasia, right, Mindy? Larissa says we love that movie. Thank you guys. I wasn't sure if I should say that or not because I thought, well, might as well let you guys know how my mind works. Yep. Probably never gonna not think that about this set now. I'm not. You guys will probably move on, but this is what I think about. Sarah, thank you. We sang that song too. I love it. Thank you guys for validating my weirdness and the funniness of that movie. I think that's what I should watch tonight, is what I think. Oh, she's so cute. I just love these little hippos. They're just so, so cute. We're going to go in with our lighter color. Also, let me see where that color is I want to use. I'm going to go in with my cool gray. Yeah. We're going to do cool gray now. Yes, that's what I like. Instead of that lightest purpley blue color, now I'm going to go in with my cool gray color for the hippo. Creative Mirth says she's going to watch it. The hippo is my fave. Yes, me too. I just thought this, and there's 3 adorable hippos in this set. They're so stinking cute. Just gonna blend that out. We're gonna have to do a little work, but it'll get there. Sometimes color blending, just like coloring our background, takes a little bit of work to get it exactly how you want it to look. So now this is that light purple color I started to use. I might go in with an even little bit darker cool gray too. We'll see. You guys aren't going to be able to look at this stamp set without thinking that now. Okay, let me put my caps on because I think we're going to go with our grays now. Well, first I'm going to take my cool gray again. And the cool gray definitely has more of those violet tones to it. And let's do a little pink here. Oops, that was not the best inside the lines job. And I'm going to take a little bit of my cool gray 7. We're just going to do not really anything else there, I don't think. I'm trying to be really careful to not oversaturate and have it bleed outside the lines as I'm working on the exact color I want it to turn out. So I'll move to other areas but still come back, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's do favorite animated movie, shall we? I don't know that Madagascar is my favorite. I really do love it because it's hilarious. But does anyone have a favorite animated movie? Let me know. Oh, yeah, I like that. Okay, that looks good. The Great Memories. Oh, how fun, Sandy. Oh, good, Marisha. That is awesome. Okay, I want to add a little detail to my hippo as well. I'm going to start with this. I don't know, that might blend in a little too much. Yep, okay, not cool gray 5. Let's go back over here. Let's try our BV 4.5. I think that'll work a little bit better. We can blend out with the cool gray if we need to. And I really think the key to coloring is just to keep going. Keep going, keep blending if you need to. And you can always restamp if you don't like how something turns out. I love that Finding Nemo, Wreck-It Ralph spirit. Oh, yes. Oh, I love seeing what everybody's favorites are. That's fun. Okay. Carolyn, cars. We were just talking about this the other day. Oh, my oldest. So my oldest calls me the other night to ask me if I knew that the, oh, what's the car's name in Chick? Is it Chick Hicks in the Cars movie? He goes, did you know that's voiced by Michael Keaton? I was like, yeah. And he's like, how did I get to be 25 and not know that? I'm like, I don't know. And then he called me. What was the other one he called me about? Oh, it was so funny. He called, and this was just this week. He calls me and he's like, did you know? And I'm like, yeah, I did know that actually. Oh, I love seeing all this. So many favorites for me too. All right, we're going to go pop over here to our palm tree too. I might have to pull in a darker color here in a minute for that. We'll see. Monsters, Inc. Oh, so many good lines from so many of these movies. My kids and I kind of talk in Disney movie quotes a lot of the time. What was the other movie that my son called me about? I can't think what it was. But it was, oh, I do too know. It was Monsters, Inc. Monsters, Inc. is what made me think of it. He's like, did you know that Steve Buscemi voices Randall in Monsters, Inc.? And I'm like, yes, I actually did know that. It was funny. He called me back to back asking me these questions. It was cute. I know, Shari. I agree. There are so many. And I love so many for different reasons, too. Like, Cars was Ethan's favorite movie. I bet we watched it every day for 2.5 or 3 years. I'm not even kidding. Like, I could probably, and not even just watch. Like, on trips and stuff, it would be playing on the DVD thing. Yeah, it was a whole thing. We laugh about it now because we all know every word. Even if we didn't, like, watch it, we could just hear it. I'm just going to go back in and draw in some dark. Today is just like playtime. I love all the chatter about favorite movies. Sandy, I have not done Cars because I haven't been to Disneyland. I've heard that, though. I've heard that it's really fun. Okay, I think I want to do this a little different. I started to do it. We're going to kind of outline with our dark color. Oh, I kind of got outside the line a little bit. Maybe we can disguise. Oh my gosh, I got outside the line again. What am I doing? There we go. Oh, yay! Glad you got to sneak in here too. For a little bit. Just gonna do those coconuts. We'll do those in the nice little light color. And then we're going to add some detail to those too. I'm going to do our tree. Oh, I like how the tree's turning out. And just some little dots on our tree. There we go. That bear and balloon is adorable. Thank you. Isn't it fun? He's so cute. All right. Let me pop over here really quick. I'm going to check something. Ugh. Of course I clicked the wrong thing. Sorry, everyone. I'm checking something real fast like. Well, it was supposed to be fast. I don't know if it's going to end up very fast. It's appearing not. Oh, goodness. Pop up, pop up, pop up. Okay. So, let me see. I think we're going to use these cool grays. Oh, it's hot in here. They'll be back, Kim. Happy Friday, Penny. Oh, yes, Donna. I do remember. I'm going to put a little base down. I'm using Cool Gray 9 and Cool Gray 7. And I think we'll also use Cool Gray 5. Heidi says yes to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Donna. Oh good, my air conditioner finally kicked on. I was just thinking, why is it so hot in here? The studio lights do get hot. At times. All right, let's see. I'm gonna go back to my greens because we want to get her little skirt in here. Just gonna kind of probably do a little bit of dark coming down from the top and from the bottom, and then we'll do a little bit of light in the center. I think that's really all this one will need. While I have this out, let's go ahead and add a little color here to our parrot. No, Kim, I'm using Neenah 110 pound weight cardstock. I think you should always try different cardstocks and see what works best for you. And I've tried Express It. I've tried a lot of things, but I just kind of come back to the Neenah, and the more I've worked with it, the better my results have gotten, I feel like. We're going to give him a little pink cheek too. Let's see. I need to do some yellows and oranges, I think. Let's grab our oranges that I want here. Yay, Tabitha, that's exciting. I'm going to try to hit any of the orange. Actually, let's do that as our light color. Let's do this OR2. I'm using OR 2.4 and 2.5. I think I've forgotten to mention some of the colors. Again, I will make sure I have all of them listed when the video's done. But we got to get on to finishing the card. I've kind of been fiddling with the coloring. Entertaining myself with stories of Disney movies, I guess. And we need a red, but not very much. We're just going to do a little red right here. I'm not even going to add a shading color. And then I remember why I got this a little bit ago out. We're going to do our little toes of our sweet little hippo girl. Okay. Let me move all the marker colors I used out of the way. Wow. That was kind of a lot, more than I thought I was going to use. Love that. Oh, how fun. Okay. I love everybody reminding each other about things we probably haven't watched in a while. So there are coordinating dies available for these, and I'm going to go ahead and die cut everything here. I've got to trim these out. I'm going to use my favorite wire snips from Fawn, which are this awesome aqua color. Oh, ouch. Yeah, with tab dies, I think all of us say, oh, ouch, at some point, don't we? Or I'm hoping it's not just me, maybe. All right. And then we need to add greetings too after we get these cute little, but we have such strong backgrounds and images. I think it will make finishing both of these cards very easy. Where are my dies? I know I had them. Oh, you guys, how did I lose my dies? That's not my dies. That's not my dies. Oh, they're right there. Oh my gosh. Hello. Hi, Susie. Melissa keeps Band-Aids on her desk. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. How did I not see these right in front of my face? What in the world? Anyone else glad that it's Friday? Okay, so we need the hippo with both of her hands raised. This one right here. And the greetings for these stamp sets are absolutely adorable. Can you remind me to where you found your marker organizer, please? Rita asks. Oh yes, Target. It's a Bright Room organizer. I can add a link for it too. I'll add it as soon as I'm done here. This is what it looks like in case anyone hasn't seen it. It has, this gives you a good idea since some of the markers are out of it. It has 5 sections, 4 around here and 1 in the center. And it's $15 and it's on a little turntable, so it's fantastic. Excited for baseball this weekend. Nice. Marcy said, always glad it's Friday because she's a daycare provider. Exactly. Always looking for something that's right in front of my face. Isn't that the truth? I swear. It's like, why could I not see that? How embarrassing. No taking it back. That was live. And I am a huge fan of die cutting as much at one time as possible. So I generally tape all of my things down with the little Post-it tape, and I reuse my tape over and over until it's not sticky anymore. Oh, packing for Australia. Susie, how amazing. That sounds like such a wonderful time. Okay, let's see how this is starting to look. Oh my gosh, you guys, how cute is this guy? I just love it so much. Love, love, love that. Oh, this is going to be cute too. Friday is my Monday. I've been known to look for my phone while I'm talking on it. Thank you, Melissa. Same. Same. Or my glasses, and they're sitting on top of my head. That's always a good one. I actually lost my glasses like, I don't know, it's probably been a couple weeks now. And I was asking Ethan, I'm like, have you seen them? Have you seen them? And then I found them sitting on one of my shelves in here. Not in a place that I ever put them. Who knows? Tape on my sleeve. Oh, same. There's always something stuck on me. Larissa, isn't that the truth? I might have been saying this on one of the Friday lives. There is a floss tube channel, a cross stitch channel on YouTube. And one of the gals always says, you're so pretty when you do something funny or stupid, I guess I should say. And so I totally feel that, and I think it all the time. Okay, now, greetings. I already picked Keep Calm and Hula on because I thought that was funny. So I think that's what we're going to do for that one. And we need to pick a greeting or greetings for this. I really liked No One Shines Brighter Than You. So if I can make that work, I will. Which I think we probably could make this work, depending on how we do some placement. We might do more than one greeting on this one. And I also tend to play around with my greetings way, way, way too much. Sandy, I thought you remembered that. I'm pretty sure we've talked about this before. I can't remember if it was Patreon or here, but yes. So I tell myself all the time when I do silly things, I'm like, oh, you're so pretty. So pretty, Nicole. Actually, I kind of like this. Trying to be, have my placement. I know I overthink things too much. Oh, I like that. Okay, so yes for that. Now let's see if I want to use more than one. Making 2 cards at once is very challenging in a good way. Always in a good way. I think for this one though, yes. I think we're going to do Sending Sunshine down here, but Keep Calm and Hula on. All right. Oh, how nice, Melissa. That sounds super fun. It's always fun to take a crafty class, isn't it? Let me pull all my stamps off here. Odin is dreaming and he's making sounds in his sleep. All right. For this one, I am going to stamp and emboss. That's one of the reasons I like to do my backgrounds first. This background was done earlier, so it is dry, but you can always test your background by putting a little embossing powder on it and seeing if it slides off. If it sticks anywhere, then you know it's not dry. Keep calm and hula on, Susie. I think that should be our new motto. What do you guys think? Keep calm and hula on. I'm going to prep that with a little powder. We're going to stamp our greetings. Oh, thank you, Linda. This has been really fun today. Kind of a fun challenge to do the backgrounds and then, I mean, I had an idea how I wanted these to work, but you never know. Sometimes the best ideas don't go as planned. I've had that happen too. There we go. I love white greetings on a dark night sky background. Let's get some foam. Don't forget my hearts. Yes, I do need to go look for some, Donna. I didn't pull any out. I did think of that. I thought, well, you guys will let me know not to forget. I definitely think I need some. And all the foam squares. No, Athena, it will not. Well, okay, that's not true. She wants to know if the organizer from Target will fit all the markers. If you do, I have mine in blending combos. So there's 2 different colors on each marker. So mine does hold all the markers. I think I have all of them. Not all of them are in here right at the moment because anything I used today I'd pulled out. But if you're not using them that way, then you will need more than one. I believe I have another viewer and she said that she was able to get all of them in 2, if I'm not mistaken. I'm also going to use one of these skinny strips, and if you pull the backing paper off of both sides, you can manipulate it. So I can take it right along that curvy edge. Oh, hi, Livy. And we're going to just pull off all of our backing paper. Oh, you know what I just remembered? I'm glad I haven't put this down yet. Hold up on this thought. I also wanted to ignore this box that has all this stuff in it. We're just going to use it anyway because it all needs to be washed. We're all friends. Here's my messy box. I'm going to shake up the Frozen Fog Distress Mica Stain. I wanted some sparkles, but I want to add those before I stick my bear down. I don't really want him all spattered up. You could also use white paint, white gouache, white spatter. The Spellbinders Splatter is what theirs is called. You can use that. You can use whatever you like here. I'm just going to use some Frozen Fog because I don't really want to add color. but I do want to add just a touch of shimmer. It's all about those little details. There we go. Now this has to dry. Well, you can, oh, there's a little of the shimmer when I hold it at an angle. But I almost forgot that I got that out because I thought that would be really cute. And then we're just going to have our cute little guy like so. I'm just being super careful since I went ahead and put him down and it's not dry. Now, the other thing I want to do, where's my paper? We'll just use this card. I want to go in with my black pen and I'm going to add a little detail to the tip of his nose, to the eye. There we go. Hi, Dawn. And then I'm going to add some little white highlights as well. Just a few. Oh my gosh, how cute is this? I love this little bear so, so much. And we're just going to glue him to this card base that I scribbled on because no one will know it's there. Well, you guys know and I know, but that's okay. And because I trimmed it down, it has that nice white border, which I just think frames up the design perfectly. Lots and lots going on the background on this, but it keeps the card super flat because we created it with stencils, which I love. So lots of dimension, but easy to mail. Isn't that the best? When you get a card that has so much dimension to it, but it's still super easy to mail. Okay, let's put together our cute little hippo girl, shall we? Let me grab all my stamps off of this one. I'm gonna have a mess to clean up. As always, that's what we do on Friday. We make a mess. I love the moon backgrounds. Thank you. Oh, Koi, thank you so much. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. So we are going to put Sending Sunshine. And we're going to do Keep Calm and Hula On up here. I think that's centered. Then we're going to do the same thing. I'm just going to prep my cardstock with a little powder. Oh man, you used the hippo too? Oh, I did, Libby. Libby, you missed it, but we were talking about, so the hippo, when you showed this to me and I picked the hippo, it's because I showed my kids and we were all laughing. We were thinking of the hippos from Madagascar. That's what we've been talking about. And we've had a lot of funny talk about that. But I just love them. I think they're so stinking cute. I had to use both of them. That's why we're doing a long live today. I thought, you know what? We're going to just use them both. Let me get some of this off of here. Libby says 2 favorite sets from this release. Well, they were mine too, for sure. Okay, and I also thought I'd add a little bit. Yes, it's Gloria. Thank you, Libby. I knew you'd know. Okay, so because you weren't here earlier, Libby, here's what my kids said. Ethan says, he was like, Moto Moto. He goes, name so nice, gotta say it twice. It just made me laugh. My kids are so funny. And then I told Pate, I was showing my daughter the stamp set, and she was like, we were talking and I said, I feel like they missed some funny sentiments that could have worked. And she's like, Mom, I don't think girl you huge would be a very popular sentiment. And I was like, you're right. It wouldn't. But that's where we were at. So I want my the slowly darkening night sky for our luau scene. To have a little sparkle, but I don't want it to be down in the water. So I just covered up that bottom portion. Oh, Shari gave you a heads up. Well, that was sweet of her. Shari's the best. Shari, I forgot to make you the moderator. I always keep saying I'm going to make you the moderator, and I keep forgetting. We'll do that when we're together next week. I'm going to add a little black detail to the eyes. A big mess shows creativity at work. Well, then there should be a lot of creativity happening here, is all I got. Because it's a big mess here. I think a few weeks ago I took a picture. I'll take another one. Although you guys are always so nice and tell me it's not that bad. Yes! Livy, your kids are close enough in age to mine. I figured. My kids still think it's funny. We've all discussed, we're like, oh, we haven't watched that in forever. It's so funny. All right, time to build our scene. Donna, that is such a good question. Do you remember your first stamp set? I do. So my first stamp set was, oh, I wish I can't think of the name of it. If you guys know, you tell me in the chat. It was the Hero Arts alphabet stamp set. I mean, I've lost it somewhere. I had it for years and years and years, and I wish I still had it because it's my absolute favorite, but it was my first stamp set, and I loved it. What was that called? It looked like antique typewriter text, kind of. Now I want to watch it and color some Glorias. Go for it, Libby. Does anyone know the name of that? Do you have a Cross Stitch Live coming up? No, I do not, but I will in July. Does anyone know the name of that Hero Art stamp set? Libby, you might even remember. Cannot think of it. Dang it. I loved it. And like I said, it's funny you mentioned that, Donna, because just the other day, I swear I saw somebody stamped on, I think they were like canvas tags with that stamp set. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love that. And I went looking for it and I can't find it. So I don't know if I've misplaced it, if I got rid of it. I'm going to be really mad at myself if I got rid of it. But I loved that alphabet stamp set. Moon, Bear, and Swing. Yes, I know. Hero Arts did have so many alphabets. It came in a little box. That was the other thing about it. I loved it. And for, let's see. Oh, Libby's was the Stampin' Up! Sweet Herbs. Yeah. Okay, and probably my second stamp set was from Stampin' Up! Oh, that's going to show. That's not going to work. Let's try to... No, we can't salvage that foam square. He's been sacrificed. Let's get a new one. The tiny... It was probably one of the classics. Yeah. I can't remember the name either. Melissa, I think we're thinking of the same one. I actually had a couple of different ones. They were kind of similar. Oh, you guys, this is so fun. I love I love when it all comes together at the very end, don't you? You know, we built the backgrounds, we stamped and colored the images. And then when you get to pull it all together, and that's just kind of the magic moment. Oh, did she really? That's funny, Malvina. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, that was my first one, but I literally can't find it. I'm sure it's in a box somewhere. I think I know where it is, but I'm not going down and digging. I know this. It's bad down there. Well, it's not bad, but it's in a box at the bottom of a pile, and no. I know. Oh, they are so cute. That's fun. What a fun question, Donna. I'm glad you asked that. I wish I hadn't put foam on one of these. I can probably peel it off. It might not work. I thought I was getting ahead of the game, but it might not jive with my little scene. Do you know you're not? Oh, I'm not on the... No, I don't know, Libby. Thank you. Hi. Hi, everybody. I'm just talking away. Wouldn't you like to see what I'm doing? Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so sorry. No, I didn't know that. See, Libby is a pro at helping out with the lives too. Libby's a pro at the lives. Gosh, you guys. What a ding-dong. It's my first time doing this. Mindy, I did. Thank you. Libby's got me. Thanks, guys. What a dork. Just keeping it real on this Friday. I just went right back to creating and not paying any attention. I think I like this. Okay. So Donna told me not to forget to add some little hearts. I don't think I have any. I would have to go grab some, but we'll go grab some. When you said it was all coming together, you wondered. Well, it was. In my mind, you just couldn't see it. Thank you guys for helping me. Real is best. Well, that's all you can be. Faults and all. Oh my gosh. I love, love, love these scenes. Okay. So let me grab a couple of little hearts since Donna reminded me. Well, I love you too, Libby. Thank you. It's a bigger ta-da. That's so funny. A bigger ta-da. Yeah, it really is. You're like, wow, we can't see anything, Nicole. All right, I am going to use these blue hearts. I've had them forever. I don't know if you can get them anywhere in this color anymore, but this is the ones I want to use. Shari, what kind of moderator are you anyway? Just teasing. Shari is the best. And she's not really moderating. I'm just teasing her. We're going to do these little blue hearts because I think anything else would take away from this. And I love it. Oh, look at that. So, so sweet. Just what you were doing. Yep, well, that's what I was doing. I was just letting you guys watch me and you couldn't see anything. That's not fun. It's like, what in the world, Nicole? I think I want to use these coral colored ones. Yes, I like these, I think. These kind of give me that little tropical vibe. I need another teeny tiny one. Oh, there's one. Awesome. Love, love the bear card. So cute. Thank you. They're just so fun. These are my two favorites from the My Favorite Things release. Just released. I love it. You know what? I think we're doing the last one down here. And the glue will dry clear. It won't have, so you won't see it sticking out, but right now you do. Okay, so here are my two cards today, created with a 1-layer background and then awesome new images from My Favorite Things. Both stencils are from Lawn Fawn, and all of the supplies I used are listed down in the description below. Does anybody have any questions for me today? Did I miss anything? Let me know. Hi, I'm back again. Let me know if you have any questions. Larissa, thank you. Thank you so much, Donna. Thank you for reminding me to add hearts. Patricia, thank you so much. Okay, I think that's it, everybody. Just a reminder, I will not be here next Friday. I will be on vacation, but I will be back the following week. So I hope everyone has a wonderful next couple of weeks. I do have videos and content scheduled out, so there will be new things to watch. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone. The supplies used in today's video are listed and linked below the video here on YouTube. Here is another project that you might be interested in. Please remember to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell to never miss a new live video. Thank you so much for joining me today, and we'll catch you next time.